Hi, how's everyone doing? It is Jerome Parker, aka Master Shake here. Part 4 in our creating a Laravel point of sale system with vue.js and using the Stripe API. Now, before we get started, if you haven't seen parts 1, 2, or 3, I suggest that you either pause and go back and watch them, or that you download the code that is over here at github.com/mastershake08/Laravel-vue-pos. So that way you can follow along with this live stream. For everyone who hasn't done so already, please go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the video if you haven't already, and please share on social media. It really helps me. For those of you who do not know, I do have a ebook coming out at the beginning of April or beginning of May next week. Is called From Noob to Artisan. It is a full stack web development crash course with Laravel and vue.js. You build 3 full stack web applications, and you learn best full stack web practices. So this way you can go right into the industry, start applying for jobs, or if you want to do the more entrepreneurial route and start writing your own apps and trying to monetize that, you can go ahead and start doing that as well. So you can head over to my website, that's jeromeparker.com. Head over to the shop, and then you'll see everything right there. And I think that's pretty much it. All right. So what are we doing today in part 4 of the Laravel point of sales app? Today, I am going to be adding the Stripe subscription API calls so that our customers that we made in part 3, we can add them to subscriptions and implement recurring billing. So this would be cool. Like, for example, I host websites for a lot of people, and I charge $2.99 a month. So I'll make a customer account, put the card information, charge them $2.99 a month. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You can see everything all in one place, yada, yada, yada. So using the subscription API is actually 2 parts. Part 1 is creating subscription plans, and then part 2 is subscribing a customer to a subscription plan and attaching a credit card, debit card source. We're going to build off some of the stuff we did in part 2 with the payment request API and sending the emails, so that when we want to put someone on a subscription payment, we will send them an email confirming, saying you want so-and-so wants to put you on a subscription payment of this month, this amount per month. Hit accept, and once they hit accept, it pulls up the credit card form using the web payment request API. They put in the card information, we save that to their customer account, and then we subscribe them to the subscription plan. All right, sound pretty simple? Cool. So first things first, let's head over to our dashboard. I believe I'm already logged in. Viewing test data. Let's head over to customers. Do I have anybody? I don't know if I have anybody on here. Let's go to billing, subscriptions. Okay, yeah. So see here, I have on my test account, I have active auto billing for web hosting. If you click in here, it's my customer account. You can see the subscription ID. You can see web hosting, $2.99 a month. You can see the customer paid, the invoice number, etc., etc. And then if you clicked on the customer object, you can see the debit card ending in 4242 is saved in there. So let's head over back to the POS application. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the make invoice. I'm going to copy the functionality and modify from make invoice and apply it to the customer's object, to the customer's component. So basically, we're going to add another button that says, subscribe, add to subscription. It'll pop up with a modal. We'll have a drop down of a list of plans and also a button underneath to add a new plan. And you select the plan ID, and it just sends it to their email. And then once they get the email, it'll pop up kind of looking similar. Okay, there's nothing in here right now. Whatever. Email similar to part 2, where it'll say, instead of saying invoices due, it's going to say you're being asked to subscribe to a subscription. To agree to the subscription, click here, and then the same thing will pop up with the credit card details and whatnot. So let's start by cloning. Actually, we'll put the plans right here. Let's start by cloning the invoice component. Let's head back over to Atom. I'm going to go over to the invoice component. We're going to go to duplicate. I'm going to call this subscriptions component. I guess I should have called the subscription plans. Yeah, I should have called it subscription plans, but oh well. Do add a manage subscriptions. If I can type. And let's head over to the well, before I do that, let's just do this day. We know we're going to have subscriptions, and we're going to have a subscription object. And we know we're going to have a ready flag. Now let's head over to the Stripe reference and let's look at subscription or plans. We need to make a subscription plan. So this is what a subscription plan object looks like. Let me make this bigger. There you go. Oh no. Plans. This is what a plan looks like. You have the ID, you have the amount, which is in cents, you have the billing scheme, currency, interval, month, metadata, nickname, product ID, tiers. We're not going to be using most of this stuff. So let's go to create a plan. We're just going to be basically using the amount, interval, product, currency, and the ID. I don't think we need the product either. Yeah, it is required. Okay. All right. So we need the amount, the interval, and the name, product name. And then we can use some of the Laravel string methods to generate an ID based off the name. So amount, interval, name. Oops. All right, amount, interval. We'll default that to month. And name.
that should be good. So we're basically going to mimic the thing we did with invoice. We're going to end up creating a resource controller for plans and for subscriptions. And here we're just managing the plan. So it's going to be, we're going to grab all the associated plans. So we're going to change this to plan. Actually, invoices, or just word invoice rather. We'll change that to plan. Replace all. Bam. All right, now all we have to do is change subscription. Or that should be called plan. I don't know why I call it subscription. Oh, what's up, Thigh Nuker? I didn't even see you was in here. All right, cool. Got the plans. We're gonna have a change capital plan invoice to plan. All right, MPI plan this plan. Native plans I push. All right, cool. And then yeah. And then I'll let you guys have add the homework. Your homework can be adding the update plan, delete plan, and stuff. So I'll just focus on creating plans right now, because I want to make these live streams shorter to give room for people to call in, ask questions. That's all cool. All right, cool. So above this, or I guess maybe below this. Let's add a BR. Add HR. Add a horizontal break. And then let's do on our list. v4 equals plan and plans. Plan dot ID plan dot amount divided by 100. Oh no. Divided by 100 and add a $sign. All right. There we go. So that should show all of our plans and everything. We're done with that. We're just building upon what we made. I need to rename this to plans component. Let's add this maybe in there. cool. So we'll let that compile. I already have the npm watch poll running in the background, so it's going to go ahead and just create everything for us. Now let's go ahead and create our resource controller. So let's open up the terminal. Resource failed. Oh. Alright, so let's also do no matching li tag. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Open up a new tab. Head back over here. There we go. Alright, let's SSH back into the Vega, the homestead machine. Alright. Programs, point of sale. And then we need to do PHP artisan, make controller, pass in a resource flag, and call this plan controller. And then let's head over to our controllers. And then the same thing we did. Same thing we did here, the strike controller. We'll make our public construct function. All right. Return. I want to say the strike plan all. List all plans. Yeah, strike plan all. We don't need to create the store. I'm just going to copy. Oops. Alright, so this is going to be input plan dot name and role. Request input plan dot name. I don't know why I said name here. This should be amount times 100. I'm just going to assume it's always USD. For those of you who are not going to be using USDs, you're going to have to add extra field, the extra dynamic field in the form, or manually change this or what have you. And then here we're going to do, I think it's str slug, which is a helper method provided by Laravel to make slug titles for like website URLs. We'll put hyphens instead of spaces, in place of spaces. So we're just going to take the name that we passed in and make it a slug title. All right. And then we're just going to return this. And then, like I said, I'm going to leave show, edit, update, and destroy as homework for you guys. But, you know, if you follow my last video, it should be pretty straightforward. And also, we need to change that.ready is equal to true on the create because we're going to do an animation. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So that should actually be it. So what we're going to do now is head over to home, or home view, and right below this, we're going to add plans component. Let's head back over to PLS. Let's head over here. All right, so why is it not showing? Unknown element plans component. Plan. Oh, I'll still call this subscription. Oh, I'm using these V models. Matter of fact, I didn't even put the amount and everything. Amount to charge. I'm tripping. Alright, so this is going to be plan.amount. And then we need the name of plan. That could be plan.name. And then we need a drop down. We'll call this enter. modal. I'm gonna make a select. I'll make the v model equal to plan.interval. Let's make the class a form control. And then we're going to add some options. Value equals daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, I believe. Just make sure. Day, week, month, or year. All right. All right. Day. Week, month, year. All right, cool. So now we got a drop down. We select the day, month, week, year. We're gonna keep the selected one. That's gonna be the most common. And we don't need a description, so we can get rid of this form group right here. All right, now that should work. Where's the name option? There's something going on somewhere. Yeah. All right, let me try to update the app.js file. Sure. All right, there you go. Bow. All right. And then, of course, I have to add the API plan to the So let's head over. So we have it over here, but I don't have any plans showing up, which shouldn't be right. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oh, dot data. That's why. Always forget that you gotta do dot data when you're working with Stripe. Alright. So in the for loop and plans dot data. If you guys are watching this, share this on social media. Hashtag 100 days of code. Data not defined. Customers. Okay, customers. Oh wait, plans. Okay. Has plans undefined. I'll do one better. Let's see. Plan. Maybe I think I just did. I just need to. Oh, I don't need that plans. I need data. Gotta love debugging. Not a number. Okay. Oh, I reverted that change like a dummy. Plans dot data. I believe. Hold on. Plans component. Get rid of that plan object. And the data. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So now, as you see right here, probably I have my main subscriptions. I have my 1 gig, my 12 megabytes, my free and my web hosting test subscription plans. All right, now let's try to add a new one. So this is going to be $10 or $10 a month. Test plan. Before we do that, I do want to check the network. That dot plans is dot data dot push. That dot plans dot data dot push. But I do believe it did work. Yes, there is our test plan, $10. Do $100. Call this test yearly. Create success. That plans. Okay, for some reason it still didn't add it. All right, let's look. Oh, was that I did that dot plan stupid thing again. All right, doing copy and paste from the last code. But there's the test yearly right there. But let's let's do $1. This is gonna be a test daily, and we're gonna make this a day. Success, and boom, it pushes it right there. Test daily. So that that's fine. All right, cool. We got that working. So now we're going to add a button here underneath create invoice for add subscribe customer, and then it's going to pop up a modal. That modal is going to ask them to select which subscription. You hit OK. It then sends them an email notifying them that it's time to pay up. So we're going to check to see if they're in a subscription first. Actually, let's look at this view object for a second. I need this now. Anyway, all right. If you open up the data on this customer object, let's open up object 0. There is a subscriptions object, and there's a data array. We're going to check the length of the data array to see if it's greater than 0. If it's greater than 0, we're not going to show the subscription add subscription button. And once again, for homework, I'm going to leave it to you guys to add the delete subscription functionality. And you can look at that up on the Stripe API. Very simple though. So we're done with this. I'm just gonna get rid of all of the tabs. All right, let's open up the customers component. And let's add another form group right here. We're gonna make this a primary class. Create subscription at the customer. We're only going to show this v if customer dot subscriptions dot data dot length is equal to 0. I'm just gonna say less than 1. There you go. Great subscription. All right, cool. Now let's copy this. Actually, before we do that, I actually need to add the bootstrap code. Let's see, data toggle. We're gonna make this a modal. Target on modal. I did that backwards. Sorry, guys. Equals subscription modal. Then we'll just copy. We'll just actually, let's see. I think I want to do this programmatically. I'm doing this real quick. See, login modal, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna do this programmatically. So, on click. I'm gonna call this open modal, and then let's add a selected customer. So this dot selected customer equals customer. We're going to use this in modal. And then subscript. We're going to open up the subscription modal. Subscription modal dot show or dot modal show. All right. Create subscription. customer, and then we need to do Axios dot post slash API slash subscription. We're going to paste in customer. Customer. Not then. Then we're going to alert email activation sent. All right, and we don't actually need a REST API. Well, I'll go ahead and make it, but yeah, I'll go ahead and just make a REST controller. So let's head over back to the terminal. PHP artisan make controller -- resource subscription controller. Only thing that I'm going to be implementing is the store method because that's all I need for right this second. Cool. And actually, let's see, let me go over. I maybe do better if I did it the other way around. Let's create subscription. So let's put a place plan with subscription. Create. I got the customer. Customer dot ID. Items. Let's get rid of this one. And plan. Shoot. And then somebody's calling me. And yeah, what I need a source. Yeah. So let's go to the Stripe. Let's take this token. was it? Oh no, that was the right one. I'm tripping. All right, token. We got the ID. And then we need source, and that's equal to token. All right, cool. That's it. That's it. And then we need to add one more function. This is a send activation email. All right, and then this, in here, we're gonna send the email letting them know what's going on and whatnot. It's all good, Thigh Nuker. So I don't remember all this stuff off the top of my head. We're done with this essentially. So let's head over to Laravel emails. All right, so we're gonna make a new email. Not content. View data. There's a way to generate. There we go. Markdown emails. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and just make some markdown email. So let's make us a mailable. We're gonna call this emails.subscriptions.activate subscription activation. This is going to make us an email with a markdown template, so we can, style it, make it look pretty and whatnot using HTML and markdown. All right, so let's head over to. Well, let's configure this first. So configuring, all right, view data. All right, so we'll put that in the mailable. All right, so we're going to need a customer object, and we're going to need a subscription object. My bad. And our constructor, we just initialize that. All right, pretty much done there. And then let's head over to the views, email, subscriptions, activate. Yeah, we're gonna put the URL here as URL subscription activate and customer ID. So ID equals customer ID dot and subscription ID equals yeah, I'm gonna have to modify that. Subscription ID. The body of your message. You have been asked to subscribe to recurring billing. Please enter payment details to begin. Alright, so let's go back to the let's go to send mail. Import. I'm gonna import the objects. Mail slash subscription activation. Yeah, I need the mail facade as well. So then we just call mail to function, and then for the email we're gonna pass in the email from the customer. So input customer.email, and then we're gonna send a new subscription activation request customer request subscription. All right, now let's go back to the customers component view. We're going to change this to subscription activation customer and subscription. need to add a subscription and subscriptions to our component. We also need to create our put the HTML for our modal. So let's go back right here, modal. And we'll put that right here. Oh, that's right. I can't do that. Can only have one. Let's go back to the plans component. Okay. Let's add a transition. And we're going to do a select model equal to subscription. Alright, so we're going to loop all the subscriptions and model value equals model access get and data the plans again equals set ready to true. Of course, I gotta set my var. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh wait, do I have the create subscription? I need to. I need to keep my naming consistent. And then lastly, we need to add our button. All right, cool. So we got the button. We'll go ahead and put the plan in here and then edit this. All right, let's see how that works. Let's check, make sure everything, yep, built. All right. Cool. Create invoice. Select plan. So that's already messed up. Oh, dot data. Once again, it's freaking dot data. refresh. Why is it still showing? Let's click over here. Oh, I forgot to put that data back in there. Okay. So here. Sub and plans dot data. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. So, $100 yearly. Let's send the activation link. And oh, there's no API route associated with it. Okay. Activation email is not a function. Oh, create subscription. Alright, so there's that. And then let me head over to the API routes. Subscription active. Subscription controller. Okay. All right. Let's try this one more again. What's the issue this time? Error responded with 500. Trying to get property of non-object. Oh, that's right. I changed it around. Subscription. got the customer. All right. Got you. Oh, and activate that blade. Yeah, okay. So I was right. Let me get rid of this. Go to there we go. And then I need to go to customers view. Insert. Yeah, no. Again. The chat died. I need to bring the chat back up. Sorry. All right, cool. And let's go back to the network. Let's do it again. This is resources used, email subscription, activate blade.php on line 6. Customer. Alright, now we're going to once again preview. Not that. Subscription. Okay. So what did it fail on? Try to get property of Oh, wait. No. That makes sense. All right, let's go back to mail on. All right, cool. So. All right, let's go to the. Go to the mail navigation. All right, let me see something here. And this controller, I know that that's passing. Okay, so it is passing that through. I'm gonna make sure it's passing the customer through. Alright, so it is sending the customer through and it's sending the subscription through. So what on earth is going on here? Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do for a second, just because I need to troubleshoot this. Error exception, unexpected. Let me see something real quick. am I doing wrong here? Trying to get property of a non-object. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I know what it is. I need to do it as an array, not an object. It's not, it doesn't know that this is a stripe object. And so it serialized it as an array. What did I tell you? Let's go to MailHog, subscription activation. You have been asked to subscribe to recurring billing. Activate now. Oh, I had a, yeah, I'll do that right there. Let me do that again. All right, cool. Activate now. And then as you can see, we have the customer ID and we have the subscription ID up there. And this is, I call that subscription activate. So let's head over to the web routes, and we're gonna do routes.get. I forgot what I call that, right? Subscription activate. And this is gonna be the subscription controller at show activation. And let's go to the controller. Remember in Laravel you can get the get requests, same as you get the post requests. So we're gonna grab the customer ID. We're gonna grab the I think I'll call it subscription ID and poor taste. I'm gonna call this plan ID. Let me change this real quick. We need to return a view. the subscription pay component. Subscription pay component. And then let's make a new component. We're going to model after invoice pay component. We're going to call this subscription pay component. So we have the customer and plan. And we have the props. I'm going to call this customer and plan. Actually, yeah, I forgot. Actually, I don't need that. Actually, let's keep it like this. Methods, pay invoice. We're going to replace this with activate subscription. Hit replace all. The label. We're going to call this label new subscription. The amount. Realize. The amount. Let's just do this dot amount divided by. We need we'll make this API slash subscription. And then we need custom. Customer plan. That plan. plan. Yeah, subscript. Pay. Subscription pay component. Alright, cool. Save that. This should build. That's what I thought this was the token right here. I grabbed the wrong token. I should have grabbed the token logic from the invoice controller. Go to subscription controller. Let's see. Try this again. We're gonna send the activation link. I'll check the email. Got the email. Activate. Undefined variable plan. Unavailable. Undefined variable plan. Oh. Undefined variable plan description. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's put the amount in here. Time. Alright. Operator method invoice. There's a little invoice code in there. Alright, activate subscription. We're going to pay invoice. Oh, must be insecure. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I need to send this up to the cloud. Actually, I should be able to just take this. Go to ps@jeromeparker.com. Awesome. All right, I'm using my Visa in 4242. see what we got. Subscription. I thought I did that already. Let's check the API.php. Ah, no, I didn't. Resource for subscription. Alright. Let's go ahead and refresh. Oh, 401 because I'm not logged in. All right, return to 500. That I can live with. Stripe error valid replacement is out of your card. 124. Supposed to the library. Okay, let's go back to Stripe subscription. Okay. So token, details, card number. What's this token? Let me do this token. I would hate to have to do all that. Alright, oh. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this token. And after this, we'll be done. I'm just doing some debugging, trying to figure out why it's saying that I'm not passing the right information in. And then I can get off here and go to bed. Hey dude, I'm gonna call. Do not mind the name number. Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, you can call. My phone. I was wondering who was calling me. I thought that was I thought it was like my mom or something like that. But yeah, you can totally call if you want to. You can totally call. In fact, the phone number is 502-791-6409. Welcome all calls. Hi, you're live on Jerome Parker. What's your name? All right. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I'm trying to make this number right. My voice sounds younger since I'm tired and a little sick. I'm gonna need to get to sleep soon, so. Good.
I don't know if it's your connection or what, but you're like echoing a lot, so I can kind of barely understand what you're saying. Is this Thigh Nuker?
Yep.
Okay. What's up, bro?
Tired.
Yeah, I feel it.
I can hear everything.
You say you can hear everything? You should probably mute the computer because you're probably going to hear a double. Call. There you go.
There we go. Yeah. I'm playing a game at the moment.
Oh, word. Do you have any? Do you got any questions about the code or anything?
No.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to code and talk at the same time, trying to do these debugging so I can get off here. I've been coding for longer than I have wanted to, but that is okay.
It's probably not off here. Using someone else's phone.
Yeah. But hey, bro, if you don't have any questions about the code, why don't you give a call in tomorrow during my tech talk? As those are generally more open for general discussions. Because I want to get this code wrapped up so I can get off here.
Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
I rarely say bye.
All right. That was cool. That's Thigh Nuker. Shout out to Thigh Nuker. If you're live in the chat or whatnot, head over to his page. Cool dude. It's a YouTube gamer. All right. But let's see. It should have pushed this code. I should have grabbed it. Nope, doesn't seem to have grabbed it. And didn't seem to grab that, but that's fine. It's getting hot in here. I'm starting to sweat. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check. I'll go back to invoice. Okay, I'm getting request card details. So let me head over and invoice pay component. The invoice pay. That needs to be paid to. I just want to look at something real quick. I want to look at this, how the data comes across during the invoice. Let's go back here. Invoice was sent. Payment response with details. All right, so let me add in a console log. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, I think I know why. Okay, let me see. We go to here and let me. There we go. Then we do that. And we'll see if this works. All right. Nice. All right. Cool. So that went through. And now let's head over to the test dashboard. Let's head over to customers. We see now the inquiries at jeromeparker.com. It has the card number associated with that card. And if we go down to subscriptions, active subscription, test yearly, $100 a year.
So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Sorry it took so long.
But that's what happens when you live stream code late at night. So tomorrow I'll be on for a tech talk, same time, normal time, between 8 and 8:30. I'm sorry that I got a late start tonight, but we're all good. If you check out the code, github.com/mastershake08 slash, I think it's Laravel POS. Slash mastershake08. Yeah, Laravel-vue-POS. And all the code will be right there. The next live code session I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna integrate webhooks, and then I believe that's gonna be everything for this code series. So we'll get webhooks and get real-time notifications of when our money comes to us and what happens, so we can see our daily balance and stuff like that. But all right, guys, I'm gonna catch some Z's, and I will holler at you guys later. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hit that bell so you get notified when I go live. And please like and share this video. It really helps me. And don't forget to check out my website, jeroneparker.com. That is JYRONEPARKR.com.